I love my Tesla Model 3 and I think you will too. I'm the Tech Maven and I've been driving a Tesla Model 3 for a few months now. It's our only car as a family of 4 and we live in the south of England. Here are 5 reasons why you should buy a Tesla Model 3. Okay, so I could split this video into 2, one focusing on the 5 reasons to go electric and the other on 5 specifics about the Model 3, but I've decided to combine them into one list. So, reason number 1, it's the future. Electric cars are the future, there's no avoiding that, and at the time of recording from 2030 onwards in the UK, all new cars will have to be electric or hybrid. Even hybrids will be banned from 2035 onwards. Admittedly, there will be a number of years with second-hand combustion engines hanging around on our roads, but who knows what will happen to the price of fuel when that happens, let alone the resale value of the cars. So why not embrace the future now and go electric? There are loads of benefits to going electric, and there are currently government-backed schemes to help towards the initial costs. For example, installing a home charger. These might not last forever, so why delay? Number 2, going green. I know that the electricity needs to be produced somewhere in the first place, but if you change your home supplier to a renewable energy supplier, then you're doing everything you can to reduce the carbon impact of your car. I love driving around practically guilt-free. Many of our journeys are just a few miles, which is terrible in a petrol car as it never gets up to temperature, but in an EV that doesn't matter. I really care about the environmental impact I'm having, and switching to an EV really does make a difference. I chose the Model 3 versus other electric cars as our only car, as I wanted to make sure that I was buying a car that could do everything for us, from long road trips to trips around town. Reason number 3, if you're already convinced about switching to an EV, then why not choose the best EV on the market? I believe that the Tesla Model 3 is the best EV that you can buy in 2021. Compared to other brands, Tesla are still years ahead. The range in a Model 3 is significantly better than the competition. Audi, as an example, are still releasing top of the range for very expensive EVs that look lovely but can have a range as low as 200 miles, which will mean in the real world a range of about 150 miles, which is not enough. That, compared with my Model 3, with a stated range of 360 miles, is a real world range of about 250 miles. Number 4, the cost. I know that EVs are more expensive to buy in the first place than a combustion engine equivalent, but the running costs are very low by comparison. My old car, a Volvo XC60, costs 20 pence per mile, whereas my Tesla Model 3 costs about 1.5p per mile. That makes a standard trip from where I live to the beach and back about £1.50 in the Tesla versus £20 in my Volvo. Also, there's practically no servicing cost in an electric car, and most of the major components are covered under warranty for at least as long as I'm going to own this car. You don't pay any road tax or congestion charge if you travel into London, and if you get an EV as a company car, then you'll pay a very little benefit in kind tax, making them a very tax efficient way of getting the car you want. And finally, reason number 5, which is my main reason. The Tesla Model 3 is a great all-round car. The car feels like multiple cars in one. It's great for motorway cruising, it's great on country roads, it's great fully loaded for a holiday, and it's great for just popping to the shops. I think the Tesla Model 3 is the best car in this class, not just in the EV class, but compared against all other cars in this class too. I love the interior, I love how well designed the car is, and it's just a great car to get around in. I deliberately haven't mentioned the acceleration, as that's a bit of a Tesla buzzword, but it is awesome. The speed that the car picks up from a standing start is amazing. It adds to the whole experience, making the car great to drive. I've also not mentioned the Tesla Autopilot and the self-drive feature on motorways, which, simply put, is brilliant, and I'll cover that more in future videos. So that's it. But what do you think? Have I missed anything off the list, or are there any other cars that I should be looking at and considering? I'm very keen to test the Model Y when it's available in the UK, and I'm also very excited to see what the German brands have up their sleeves in the coming years, but I think that it will take them a few years to catch up with Tesla, making the Model 3 the best car for a number of years to come. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you found it useful. Please remember to give a thumbs up, as that will help others find the video, and subscribe too if you haven't subscribed, as I've got lots more content on the way. Cheers.